Hello everyone! Welcome back to our channel. For this video, I'll be sharing with you another informative and useful productivity application that we can have on our iOS devices. Want to learn more about it? This application can help us translate languages that we are not familiar with. And what's nice with this is that you can translate up to 100 plus different languages all around the world. Also, this application is compatible across your Apple devices. Isn't it great? You can download it for free on App Store, and if you want to have unlimited access and use, you can subscribe to the application. Moving forward, after downloading the application, next we need to do is to launch or open it to check if we download it properly. Then, there will be a welcoming pop-up message which shows how you can maximize the usage of the app. And then, there will also be another pop-up notification about improvement of voice translation. Since speech is sent to Apple servers to be transcribed and translate, you don't have to worry as this will help improve other related applications. After launching and continuing with the app, you will now proceed to its main interface that has the sidebar, recents, and the interface for translating words or texts. On the upper right side of the sidebar is where we can check the settings for the application. Just simply tap the settings icon. Then, you can now customize the settings you want your app to have. First on the settings is the Air Apps Pro, that when you tap Join Us, it will show you the subscription details, like what will you be having when you avail it, and how subscription works. Then, you can also check from there the prices for the different plans depending on how long you want to avail it. Next to it is the languages. So you can change the language you want to use on translation through settings. The first language is the one you are using, while the other one is the language you want your words to be translated to. Then we have the app icon, sound effects, just in case you want to enable it, transliteration, which is the method of mapping from one system of writing to another based on phonetic similarity. Then we have clear history and exporting of history. Next to those settings, we have now the applications, where you can access and use translation. In each application, there will be a guide on how you can use it. First, we have Siri shortcuts, where you can create shortcuts for the following, like my translations, translate picture, translate text, and speak to translate. Then we have settings for the keyboard. With this, it's up to you. If you will enable the following, like for me, I enable predictive, auto capitalization, and shortcuts. Then, you can also extend translation like what was shown below. You can also use it to your iMessages stickers. However, with this, you need to download and install it. Then, we can also use translation with quick actions. Add it to your widgets. Use it on our Apple Watch and lastly on our Mac OS. On the lower part of the settings, we can access Share App, just in case you want to share it with someone for them to explore or use it while doing Share Play. Then, we also have support that when you tap it, you can directly create an email to inform them just in case something is wrong with the application. Then we have the terms and privacy, if you want to read it. Followed by the subscription details, then the applications supported by Air Apps. Once you are done reviewing and customizing everything, you can click Done so that you can go back on the main interface of the app. Here on the Translate Now application, you will have 3 columns. First, the sidebar for the app, then recents in the middle, and lastly, the translation part. Under the first column, we have the sidebar that has 2 categories: translation, favorites, then sometimes there will be history once you start translating. Now let's have a closer look for each categories. For the translation category, this is where we basically do the translating part. Then for the favorites, just in case you have an important or favorite translated words, you can add it here. And lastly, the history, which shows the folders of each languages we use for translating. Then, we have the second column, which is the reasons. Here is where we can check the content of each categories on the sidebar. For example, we selected translation. Then all the translation we had on it will appear on the reasons. Same goes with favorites and history. We can also search specific translated words or phrases just in case there are a lot already. And we have the third and last column, which is the preview part of our translations. Here we have different tools that we can use. On the upper left, we have the minimizing and maximizing icon to adjust the size of the preview face. Then on the upper right side, we have the microphone if you want to verbally translate words. Then we have the AR or augmented reality icon. However, with this, you need to purchase or subscribe to the application to access other features. After that, we have the keyboard icon to enable and disable options for keyboard like predictive, auto capitalization, and shortcut. Then we have the 3 dots that contains other settings or options to maximize our Translate Now app, which are shortcuts, widgets, translation extension, Apple Watch, and Mac app. Now, you might be thinking, how can you remove or delete a certain translation? For you to do that, simply open the folder on the history and select the specific translation. Then on Recents tab, tap the 3 dots, then click Delete All. Another way is that you can also hold the translation, then select Delete. Now, let's try to translate some words with different languages. Let's have morning, translated to Cebuano, which is buntag. Let's have another one. Kumusta ka in Filipino. And then for English, we have how are you? Next, let's have Latin words or phrases. Carpe diem. In English, seize the day. Let's have some Spanish words. Cambio. In English, change. It's fun, right? And at the same time, it's educational, which allows us to learn and explore new languages and also pronunciation as well that are not usual for us. Download and try Translate now on your mobile device and learn translation the easiest way around. Hope you learn and get something new today. Thank you and see you on our next video.